hello. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday so far. And I just want to start by telling everybody who gave to the Caring for the Least of Us ministry, where we feed the homeless and we take care of our elderly. Thank you so much. Today, we fed the homeless and we did rice and gravy. We did lemon pepper chicken. We did field peas, turnip greens in a roll, and some water. And they were just happy. But I wanted to say something, and this video goes out to all of you who do help, either financially or through your prayers. I am praying for your overflow. I am praying that God open. I know I don't usually do videos like this, but there's a reason why I'm saying this, so y'all sit tight. I am praying for your overflow. I am praying that God opens the window of heaven and just pour down into you. I'm praying, and let me tell you why. So Travis and I went out there this morning to feed. And when we got there, there were 2 other ministries out there. And these aren't regular ministries. These 2 churches are big named churches in Birmingham. Like, big. When you say the name of it is just an entity of its own. And so, I'm always trying to, evaluate what we're doing so we can serve better. And so I saw the one church, which have multiple campuses and like millions of dollars, and they were giving out chips, sandwiches, and water. I saw the other church, who I know got multiple campuses, and right now it's just skyrocketing in popularity. Same thing. And then I looked at my husband and I out there, and God allowed us, because I'm going to say like Paul, I'm going to speak for a minute. God allowed us to serve a hot, full meal. But I was so frustrated that I looked at Travis. I said, why is this the case? Why is it where you have a multi-million-dollar ministry? And it's not just them. In fact, some of the homeless people that came through the line brought it up. They noticed the same thing. Why is it that these multi-million-dollar ministries, you're not doing more? I don't understand that. And then the little people like us, we just struggling to put our resources together to give them something decent. Why is that? And you know what? 2 things happened with me. One, I started thanking God for, like I said, for those of you who do help. Like, for those of us, we put our resources together and we give our best, our absolute best. And I started praying for your overflow. And I mean that. Like I said, I don't usually do videos like that, but I'm praying. If you gave 50 cents, I am praying that God just increases it, because I was just blown away at that. And then secondly, I understood why people have a hard time accepting Christ or accepting Christianity. I understand, because you have these elaborate edifices, you got these elaborate churches, you got these also music and worship, and you got everything, you got campuses, you got all of this stuff, but the best you can give is some chips and water and a sandwich. In fact, one of them came to us. He said, I went to that table and I went to that table, and he says, I'm a grown man, I don't want no bologna, I want something to eat. Y'all, God bless you. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, because y'all, we have to continue trying to do our best, and not only with the feeding, whatever we do in the name of the gospel, we're supposed to give our best. And the more resources God gives us, the more we should be able to do. There is no way, and I'm just being honest, there's no way We should have been out there giving out a better quality meal than 2 multi-million-dollar churches. There's no way that should have been the case. There is no way that should have been the case. No way. No way. And it makes me angry. It does, because you got way more resources than we have, and you doing the least effort, less effort, but you got more resources. Like I said, I understand people's resistance and hesitance to the gospel, because you got the big name people doing that. I get it. I'm just like, God. But then, like I said, when I saw that, I was asking God, please just bless us and bless us who put what little bit we have together, and we try to give them the most. God, I'm like, God, please. Like, I was begging. Even now, I'm like, God, please. Everyone, and even those of you who wanted to give and you don't have a dime to give because you got to pay your rent, because you got to pay your light bill, but you sit there and you pray. I'm praying that God does something, because y'all, it don't make sense. It doesn't make a bit of sense. It doesn't make sense. It just made me angry, y'all. I'm just, how dare you? You have all of these resources. You got networks and all of that, but that's what you give God's children. I'll tell you one thing. We ain't gonna do it. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna take the little that we have, and we're gonna keep giving God's people the best. Yo, we're not gonna do that. I'm sorry, but it just, it just like really rubs me the wrong way, when you got church people who just claim to be so spiritual and so sanctimonious, and you glory in your ministries and stuff, but that's what you do. That's what you do? And expect people to respect God. Now, you are a representative. So when you do that, you show people that's how God acts. That's how God behaves. That's how he thinks. And God don't think nothing like that. He gave his best. Oh my goodness. Y'all, thank you. Like I said, I just pray, if you gave one time, if you one of those people who give every month, I just pray that God just does something wild and big for you, because y'all, it don't make sense to misrepresent God like that. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I mean, y'all got access to these commercial kitchens and all of this stuff, but that's what you do. That's what you do. You got a worldwide organization, but you ain't doing nothing. But you think you're going to heaven, right? But Jesus said it, y'all. Jesus said it best in Matthew 25. In fact, while we were out there was this young guy. I don't know his religious beliefs, and I don't care. At least he was out there feeding somebody before y'all get on that trip, because some of y'all don't do nothing for nobody else. But you saved. But anyway, he came up and he asked me, he said, why do you do this? I said, because I believe what Jesus said in Matthew 25 is true. I believe that when we stand before God, he ain't going to ask us about what church we went to. He's not going to ask us about our position. He ain't going to ask us about our ministry. He ain't going to ask us about our religious resume and how often you prayed and how often you fasted and whether you did a Daniel fast. He don't care about it. God going to ask us about how we treated people. Oh, Jesus said, I'm going to ask you about how you treated the homeless, how you treated the sick, the widow, the orphan, those who are incarcerated. I'm going to ask you about that. if your ministry is worldwide. I don't care if your ministry has multiple campuses in a big city. I don't care if your pastor is like on the scene. I don't care about that. And then I give you the resources. I can imagine God saying that, but I gave you the resources to be this great ministry, and this is what you do? Y'all, oh my goodness. I don't get it. And if I'm saved and I don't get it, imagine how people who don't even have a relationship with God looking for something to fill the void. Imagine how they feel. That's why they look at us side-eyed. That's exactly why. That's exactly why. That's exactly why. Because we take God's resources and we abuse it. And we give people crumbs. Instead of asking people to come and sit at the table and we serve them, we eat our fill and we give them the crumbs. Like they dogs. Oh. That's why I said, God bless all of you who help us do this. We go out there every other weekend. We buy groceries for the elderlies on the other weekend. God bless y'all, man. Cause y'all might not be out there. Y'all might not be out there to hand out the food or the hygiene bags or to buy the groceries. But I'm telling you, if you're a part of this ministry, you're doing something great. And today was a great reminder of that. Because you got more people. We got people who have more than we have doing least. Doing the least. But we going to heaven, right? Y'all, some of y'all are clueless and you're missing the whole point. You're clueless. You're clueless. You're a pastor, but you're clueless. A minister, a deacon, but you're clueless. Y'all know what I say. Miss me with all of it. I'm trying to get to heaven. I'm going to try to do it God's way. And he said, love me and love other people. And you treat people the way you want to be treated. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I ain't mean to say all that. But thank y'all. And like I said, I'm praying if you helped in any shape, form, fashion with this ministry in the 2-3 years that we've been doing it. I'm not sure, 2 or 3 years. I think it's 3. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And let's continue to try to be God's best representatives. And let's continue to try to do what we can, the best we can with God's resources. Jesus. I love y'all. And thank you. And God bless you. And I'll see you on Monday. All right? If it's the Lord's will.